Should me and Christian go to the
Oh, he already has gone
other...
over, so yeah. Alright, just to let everyone know, they have a secret
Wait.
chat that needs to happen right now. We'll be back in 1 second. Okay?
Okay.
What about, where was I part of it, or?
No, not in this one.
Okay then.
Hello, I was just letting everyone know that we'll be back in a second.
Yeah, so I found you unconscious on the ground, and I'm waking you up, effectively.
Okay. Are we alone?
Yeah, I woke up first, and I'll shift us to somewhere.
But if you remember, you said you went off somewhere alone to do it?
Yeah, I know, but somebody could have like
Oh, that's true,
come
yes.
across the area
Oh,
in
yeah.
between.
No, because of the
I'll
darkness, no
shift
one
us
else saw you.
somewhere. Yeah, I'll shift to somewhere empty anyway, before... sort of, like, in somewhere, or like in a room and shut it, but like, wake him up.
Yeah, there's a bunch of, like, side rooms along the way, so it's easy to just be like, yeah, this room's empty, we'll go in here.
Make sure that's shut, and make sure that nobody can come through. What? I mean, I was going to open with, I've got some weird stuff to talk about, but
Yeah, you could go first
might-
if you want. I have a little bit of a headache to adjust to.
Sure. So I had a dream where that dagger that I said totally not magical.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it was totally magical.
Really? Who would have guessed?
It came to me very politely, asked if we could not let it fall into the hands of that big thing that's waiting outside.
With the dagger politely
It's worried
asked you.
for its... Yeah, it was like, I'm terrified, please, I need you to like destroy this dagger so that I can be like freed and escape from that thing that wants to falsely imprison me for the rest of time.
Okay, do you have any idea what's in the dagger?
Some sort of like dragon-based thing. It said it was like red.
No, you actually saw it. If you want, do you want to give us like a history check to see if you recognize the species it was?
Sure, it was like a red dragon, like humanoid-looking thing
Yeah.
with wings.
Which one do you meant to do the history check? Me or
Jock.
Ben?
Okay, yes. You've heard rumours of basically the things that are like the lieutenants, the ones that some people say are the guards, some people say work for her, but they're called the Abishai.
Sure, that
Half demon, half dragon.
devil.
Yes. Always say it wrong when it's important.
I'm like, yeah, it came to me. It made a reasonable case for itself, and said it
What's the
didn't want to be
reasonable
destroyed.
case?
Well, it was implying that it hadn't done anything, and it could help me like avoid a terrible fate that was in my, well, especially mine, but our futures.
Okay, and you have to give him what for that?
Effectively, I just need to look out for an artifact that can smash this dagger. I
Okay.
read a tract, I made sure he gave me one in common, because he tried to pull the Draconic on me at first. And I couldn't read that, but I said there's no chance of signing anything unless it's in common, and then I read the whole thing. And actually, it didn't seem like there was anything in it that was like negative, unless I like horrifyingly betray him.
So you signed a contract with the devil.
When you say it like that, it sounds so much worse.
No, I'm
I've
not
got
judging. I'm just stating facts.
Yeah, I got some really cool powers out of it, and all I have to do is find a way to smash this prison, and then he'll like help us out.
Fair enough. Devils can normally be trusted to keep their word. Mostly.
Sure, that's what I thought.
To the letter, normally, but I'm quite used to that.
I didn't see anything in the contract that was like really iffy.
Yeah, but they tend to find loopholes. Also quite used to that.
That's a good point. But yeah, so we need to avoid that giant avatar thing outside. And
Okay.
the other, I was told that Melissa has had dreams. Was it dreams, Andrew?
Yeah, basically you were told that he contacted her in the same way, and
No, I meant about like
no, that's
she
what I'm
knows
saying. And
there's a weapon thing.
yeah, he was like, I can see you've had these dreams leading you towards what feels like a major artifact. Would you help me? And then you were told by this thing where it's like, yeah, she doesn't seem interested in helping us and doesn't want to talk to you about it.
Sure.
Like, who
Yeah,
has
so
contacted Melissa? I'm confused.
So Melissa's having dreams about a powerful artifact that could smash this thing, but the thing tried to talk to her, and she was like, no, and then it turns out she doesn't trust us either.
She doesn't trust us.
Yeah.
Well, that's fair.
She thinks we might be like, about to make a contract with the devil to free it from its prison or something like that. I don't know why she would think that, and why she would reject it in the first place. But she might not be as trustworthy as I thought she was, because we've been nothing but nice to her this entire time. That's a bit of Jock just randomly about that. So she might not be trustworthy for being informed completely. She supposedly knows where an artifact is that could help out. That
That's
sounds pretty like a pretty powerful weapon. Or at least she's
Yeah.
having dreams about it.
Okay, but I mean, from the good thing is what I just thought of is that it seems like the thing that's outside of the city is not very good at exactly pinpointing where the thing is that it's looking for, because otherwise it wouldn't have just like went into the town and smashed the town or
Yeah. I think
stuff
it's
like
more
that.
of
I would have
it has
found this quite a lot more faster.
Yeah, I think it has more of a general area feel from the way I can think about it than a
Oh,
like specific right there kind of thing.
yeah.
So hey, why were you unconscious? Now that we've had my thing.
So similar but different. Do you remember that weird farmer
Yes.
that decided to be a bit foolish and unmake himself in that fey pool?
Yes.
So it seemed like he had a tag-along inside of his body. Do you remember the little thing that was crawling towards Lotho when he was smashed by the owl bear?
Yeah, it was like a little was it like a worm thing?
I think it was more of a tadpole situation.
Sure. They just don't usually move outside the water.
Yeah. So I was curious. I had my suspicions as to what it was, but I was a bit curious and took it with me in my water flask.
Uh-huh.
And recently it has started talking to me in my dreams. That seems to be a theme.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And so it belongs to the Mind Flayers,
Mm-hmm.
but it seems to be different, and it seemed to want to work towards the destruction of the Mind Flayers that are seemingly crashed in one of their vessels into the southeast, I believe, of this city or this town, and wants to take revenge on them. And because I just kept it in a water bottle, it was relatively close to dying, I think. So it proposed a deal, and I added some fine points to the deal, and now it's riding along in my skull.
So eventually it's going to take over and you're going to sprout tentacles?
Technically, it should not. Obviously, that depends on it sticking to the deal.
Okay.
It said it would probably struggle a bit, but being of its nature, but it said it had no intention of devouring my brain, and the deal was that I would work towards the revenge and the destruction of the mind flayers or his brethren that are in that said crashed vessel, and
Okay.
it would leave my body afterwards into a designated other vessel, and
Mhm.
that would be that.
Okay.
In return
Did you-
for some abilities.
Good. We'll just keep it vague, but we both gained some abilities.
Yes, and that yes
No need-
appears in your brain, in your mind.
Interesting. I have a list of things I can do. I do not know them all at the moment. I can create an illusion behind me or whatever.
That's good.
Yeah, I
But
can do things like that now.
key point was that I wanted somebody to know that I can
Just in
trust
case.
will get rid of me in case I turn into something that was not part of the deal.
Ditto, by the way. Ditto, by the way, just in case. Just in case Knife Friend here gets a little bit too uppity about something that you put in the contract that I didn't notice.
Okay.
But yeah, I think... Do you have a location of something that we need to go towards? Do you have anything that...
I believe I would be able to pinpoint roughly where we need to go. Andrew, is that true?
More or less,
I question the thing in my skull.
Firstly, you've heard rumours of what people thought was a meteor striking in that area in the past. And you got the general gist of where Concord was saying, I need to go this way. So you could more or less pinpoint the area it is, and then once you obviously got closer, it would be a lot more obvious.
So would I at some point be able to like sense that they're in a certain direction, or?
Probably once you got closer.
Okay. Yes, I would probably be able to find them.
But
fairly
with
easily.
with the map, you could be like, yes, I know it's in this general area.
Okay,
Okay.
so you have a more concrete direction. The first mine is more of a, I need to find an artifact strong enough to destroy this thing. Which I know that Melissa has been dreaming about, but I don't want to be too obvious it's me asking. So if your charismatic ways wouldn't mind finding your way to figuring out more of what Melissa's weapon that she's dreaming about is.
What kind of weapon
be-
are we talking about, though?
I ask the knife.
It doesn't know. It knows basically the same thing as like the mind flayer tadpole was like eking off your dreams. He could sense when he tried to invade her dreams to ask, he was being blocked out by the thing putting that vision in. So he's like, I can sense what this is, but not know what it is.
I explain that.
Okay.
Maybe we just need to start asking people about their dreams.
So what did you
Randomly.
dream about last night? Just out of curiosity.
Yeah. I think anything else we want to talk about is probably like us discussing strategy. I don't know if you want to go and get the rest of them started on their morning wake up, Andrew.
Just to let you know, basically, you've now got about a minute or so before the, in quotation marks, power comes back on. So everyone will be woke up by this, so it's basically if you're in the room or not. That's up to you two right now.
Sure, should we make sure we're back in the room before everyone wakes up?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay, so
Yeah, let's go do that.
you two can basically get into the room as it happens. So you'll be awake, but everyone will be too shocked to realise that you're like up and about.
Sure, that's fine.
Okay. Back we go.
I didn't put it on my list because it's not like...
I do quite like it. Oh, hey guys.
Hello.
I
What were missed?
We talked about anime.
We're talking about the isekai killer, the person who keeps running teenagers over with the truck throughout all of the isekai
Oh,
animes
right.
and killing them.
The truck coon, yeah.
I mean, I watched the Mushizoku one that it's a like 35-year-old guy who gets murdered, so it's like less teenager.
Okay,
It's a joke about how a majority of them are like, I'm a teenager.
Yeah.
Games.
so
Yeah, but like, there's that subsections like 35.
Yeah.
Okay.
anime
Andrew, go for
talk
it.
can be afterwards.
Afterwards.
We're already late because we had to do a pre-bit.
So Naruto or Bleach? Okay, no.
Neither.
One Piece, the real answer.
So,
Okay.
first of all, as is tradition, who can remember what happened last time? A lot happened, so it shouldn't be hard to remember at least something.
My character spent the entire time getting drunk.
Yes, that is true.
Complete chaos throughout the town, random shit happening everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I ran around saving people from the magic storm.
Mm-hmm. And did a very good job of it.
I did.
I
No covert
I think
attack.
I determined that basically through you and Strix's like combined efforts you did save everyone who could have been saved.
And then there was the one...
I thought
Sorry.
Strix was unconscious.
No, not Strix. Who was it that helped? Oh no, it was just like a lieutenant.
Random kobold.
Yeah, it was a random
Yeah.
kobold.
You
And
saved
then there was-
Strix.
got weighed down by my own stuff.
Yes. You were like, I'm gonna go and do stuff, and then everything became heavy.
And Lawrence's
Also, Lawrence turned
character
into a
got replaced
robot.
by... Yeah, he got replaced by a robot.
Yes, that is what happened. That
Also, Noodle Indale was transformed into a penguin, but that's not important right now.
What? I
Exactly.
missed
Also-
that part.
We
He
wrongly
was turned into a penguin, but that's not
determined-
important.
we wrongly determined that the magical artifact that the dwarf has is just a piece of glass, and that's fine.
Okay.
Everybody rolled terribly. We all thought it was glass.
I mean, it was more, alright, let's ask the magic person here. And then he's like, gets out his monocle, squints and looks like, yep, that's a bit of glass.
The fuck is
It's
this?
like, well, that's glass. That
I trust the person who just changed into a different form.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Okay, so,
You're so untrusting of people, Andrew. God.
Just a quick
everyone... Quick question, yeah.
Stuff that recharges at dawn recharges, but we don't get the benefits of a long rest, right? That's what you said last time.
Yes. Yeah, I had to think for a second there what rules I was going by. Technically, the magic item recharge at dawn thing is separate from your own, like, internal workings.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose technically if you've got an ability that also recharges at dawn, you would get that back as well.
Well, most abilities recharge after a long rest, not at
Yeah,
dawn.
it's more like things that you get from resting that aren't recovered. So currently everyone is in pitch black and having a lovely, nice sleep on a stone bench, when suddenly blinding lights are around everyone. Or at least it feels like blinding lights. How does everyone respond to this?
5 more minutes.
What? Oh, God, I feel so tired.
Well, first of all, I looked at myself.
Yes.
Right.
How do you look?
Oh, not this again. I now look like a git. Go.
How do gits look?
Gitsarai.
Like yellow and elfy, but made of goblin. I don't know.
Hang on,
That's the best
Made of
description ever.
goblin.
Yeah.
Like if you got a goblin and stretched it.
Yeah, if you got a goblin and stretched it over an elf, and then like painted it yellow, you got a gif.
That
But do we
sounds
recognize him as the same person?
not currently. Like, and once he speaks, if you heard him, you would recognize the voice, though it sounds a little different.
And I presume he's wearing the
Stranger!
same clothes,
Stranger
right?
in our midst! Ah!
No, it's me.
Who?
It's
They're not Bard anymore.
yes,
I
it's
pull out
me,
my pipe.
Gaskia.
Who?
Gaskia. It's Gaskia.
What's a gas gear?
Oh, okay. I put my weapon away.
I
Um,
don't care. 5 more minutes.
But-
Don't be so lazy.
Yes, now that everyone, apart from the lazy person, is like, their eyes are starting to like refocus from the sudden light, you realise all of the magical like torches that had been snuffed out have come back on all at once. Including you can now see, like, because like the only thing between where you were and the arena was like the portcullis type gate, you can see that that whole area is fully illuminated now as well.
So I guess the storm is over.
So I look like that essentially.
Say exactly as I described.
I realise now that I've actually posted that in the dice roller chat rather than the general chat. But
Oh well.
How dare you.
Blasphemy.
But yes, nice yellow man. No longer robot, no longer... What race were you originally? Human? Maybe?
I was Warforged.
No, I mean like
uh,
originally.
Ah,
The
human.
Bard was a human.
Okay, so human, robot, yellow, elf goblin.
Is this something Warforgers can normally do?
Does anyone
just
here
turn
know
into
about
yellow people?
Warforgers?
Probably not.
Nah, he's probably just weird.
I mean,
mate.
I probably do.
I mean, you especially do
Maybe-
now.
Maybe his thing is just he randomly turns into different people.
Is it
Why do you
infectious
randomly
though?
turn into different
And
people?
I'll accept that and move on. That from
Don't
now on in
worry.
my head, you're everybody.
I mean,
Don't worry. It's not infectious as far as I'm aware. It just affects me.
you all
It's- I
did
think-
hear his wish, which was him wanting
It's an
to...
STD.
He wants to experience a different version of himself. So maybe this is a side effect of that.
Fair enough.
So what's it like?
Weird.
Being yellow.
Uh,
I've never been yellow before.
He's never stayed
different.
the same race. He's never stayed the same race in 2 days straight, you know. So it's fine. This is just normal.
Do you think it would happen if we made him sneeze?
It's never happened when I've sneezed before. Just when I've been to sleep.
Yeah, we'll have to try it out sometime. Sounds like fun.
Does it also happen with short naps, or do you have to like sleep for a long period?
Usually just with long periods of rest, I believe.
I mean, you say usually, it's happened one time so far. So
As far as I
technically,
can tell.
100% of the times you've had a long rest, it has happened.
How big of a species could he get, do you think?
While I remember, so this makes it more awkward. The way that this rest worked was Jock and Nuru have had a long rest. Melissa has exhaustion, 1, and everyone else didn't get a long rest. Before I forget.
Sorry, we
That's
didn't
a
get a long
very
rest.
confusing
Yeah,
situation to be
it's-
in, but sure.
It's specific to things that happened to them while they were sleeping. Some people had much more restful nights, others didn't. For everyone who didn't get a long rest, basically your entire night of sleep was you fighting off shadows and nightmares and like whatever you think your character would think of as oh my god, that's horrible. I don't want that to happen to me. That's what your entire night consisted of.
Wait, what was Jock and I have long rest?
Yes. You just rested as normal, as you didn't have these nightmares.
Handy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I almost completely forgot about that.
Can I have a short rest?
I mean,
Before we
Everybody
go
up?
any further.
you guys do not look well rested.
I had a weird nightmare.
Me too.
Well, I look,
Well,
I
never
mean,
mind.
I look like a... Sorry.
What were you dreaming about?
Just people talking to me. Caves. It was odd.
People talking to you in caves.
Anybody
what's
you
it-
know?
That's too early for this.
Right.
I mean, I completely changed species, so...
That is very exhausting.
Did you dream of anything, Jacques?
There was like a weird thing, but I ignored it. It's fine.
What about you,
Just-
Drew?
Able to sleep through anything.
Alcohol do that to you. Maybe it was all the drinking. That helped.
That is a good point. I did just get myself blackout drunk.
I weirdly dreamt of Farmer Giles, but I don't know.
Who's that?
Oh, a former party member who was a bit foolish and got himself
he-
unmade.
Yeah, he de-aged himself back a little bit too far in a fountain of youth.
Uh-huh.
Is a fountain of youth.
Probably not
Yeah.
there anymore.
There was like some sort of face spirit between you and it, and you had to answer all these riddles, and it cost you like a reasonably large amount of time, and then you got to the fountain, and then like, it wasn't that great. It was more of a tourist trap than anything else.
Could you just
I mean,
kill the spirit?
it killed somebody.
Yeah.
Well,
Why didn't you just punch the
fair
spirit
enough.
then?
I thought about it, but every time I tried to like shoot it, it just disappeared and reappeared somewhere else, not shot.
Try punching it harder next time.
If we ever meet it again, I'll ask you if you can punch it harder.
Well, that's
She's
that
like-
Cut
sword.
it in half.
You could probably just punch spirits. I've seen that weird like spirit arm thing you do.
I mean, with his time stop, he might actually be able to get a hit on it. I don't think that would go over well, but he actually might be able to hit him.
But yeah, I'm going to go get breakfast.
We
Sounds
should also
like-
go pick up our winnings. Oh, we should maybe also talk to Strix.
Oh yeah, we got all that money.
At this exact moment, the gate starts lifting up, the one going into the arena, and you basically can see a huge crowd on the other side that are... You can probably tell they're going to come through this way because everyone wants out now. So I'm basically giving you all a moment to react to that.
Is
I
there
would like to
one
not
of the
be in the way.
kobold? Is there one of the kobold guards nearby?
Not in with you. If you look through the gate, you could see there's some outside, but it's like there's like hundreds of people who suddenly have woke up and want to go home, or see if they've even got a home left.
So I would have to like move against the stream to get to one of the kobold guards.
At the moment, currently, yes.
Can we still hear each other's thoughts?
No.
Okay.
I'll try and go and find the nearest secluded location.
So you would immediately see that there are a bunch of doors lining the corridor. Like, after you exit that room. If you looked inside, all of those rooms are empty.
I'm just gonna shout at him. You want to try the third door on the left?
Okay, I'll
See
go
what
there.
happens. Please tell me there are only 2 doors on the left.
He gets to the second door and then just keeps walking. Must be along here somewhere.
I'll go into the second door.
Darn, he's outwitted your genius maneuver.
Darn.
So
My one true power.
you've went into the empty room. What's everyone else doing as the portcullis rises?
I'm just gonna
you
try and
know,
stay out of the way,
where
eat my
we-
rations.
Can I...
Try and find the person who... I'm going to try and find the bookies. Try and get the money that
So
I bet.
you're basically going to join the crowd as it comes through.
Yeah.
Can I face step past the crowd to talk to one of the guards?
Once they start streaming in, yes. Currently it's like there's too many people outside. But once they start streaming in, there'll be like a gap for you to easily pass them.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Anthony to the bookies.
Alright. I think, is it just Melissa who hasn't decided?
I'm gonna go with Jacques.
Right, so you're basically, with Jock, you're gonna like stand on the benches and just flatten against the wall
Yeah.
so everyone can get past. Okie dokie, so everyone does their thing. The two characters just stand there and they're like, alright, let's get ready too. And then as it comes up, it's like... So have you ever seen videos of like Black Friday?
Yeah.
That's what those two people are being greeted with.
American Black Friday.
Yes, American Black Friday.
Is this what's outside or?
But this is what's coming into the area that you're in.
Right.
Yeah, there's a reason why I said we were getting out of the way.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say...
Are they carrying flat screen televisions and fighting each other?
Weirdly enough, I don't know where they got flat screen televisions from, but somehow they do have them.
Some of them clearly...
Do anything, but they look fancy.
Now that...
There's
So many people just won the games beforehand and just used their lesser wish to get a TV.
there's a woman beating the shit out of someone, fighting them for an Elmo toy for their kid's birthday.
So, of the two characters, Luke, you take 5 damage, and I say one person's name and then say the other person's character. Luke takes 5, Joseph, you take 1, as you are initially trampled by the people, but they eventually swerve around you and you can end up standing up and joining them.
Okay.
Because it was a lot more than you like initially realized of like 100 people swarming into a small area, and that it takes like about a minute or two for them to clear out. And I imagine that Nuru was smart enough to like step up on one of the benches as well and then teleport.
Must resist
Sure.
acts of terrorism.
Sure. I mean, yes, that is generally what you should do. You should resist doing that.
Not going to cut these people in half for trampling on me. I swear.
So,
Not gonna do it.
Nuru, you can activate your thing. There's still a lot of people, but since you do it to the side, you basically avoid where all the people are congregating.
Hmm.
And you can see, like, there's a bunch of the kobolds, and they're just frantically trying to stop people trampling over each other.
I go up to one and like tap him on the shoulder.
Yeah, this way, everyone. Yeah, hello, sir.
I was looking for the area where you keep victims that you are investigating the story of. A friend of mine potentially has been killed, and I wanted to identify him.
Oh, yes. He points at the other end of the arena, which is like mostly cleared out. This side seems to be where most of the people seem to flock. He points at a kobold in a green outfit, which you can see, and he's like, "Go to him. He can take you there. I need to sort this out."
Okay.
As for just for the joke of it, for Gaskia, who I'm gonna say left the door open as that comes inwards, you basically see what looks like just like you turned on a tap and people came out, rush past the door. Also, for a moment, you think you notice two of your companions, but it's just like in a split second, it's like, wait a minute, was that the lion and the punching man? No idea. They're gone now.
I close the door.
Like, not gonna have any part of that. Thank you very much. Alright, so takes a couple of minutes and then everyone's cleared out. I'll get to the people that have went up to like with the crowd in a second. So what does everyone who's currently down do? I imagine that Nuru has went over to the person he was pointed out to.
Yeah.
Okay. What does everyone else want to do? Like, now that the crowd has basically dispersed. So the two that can see it, you can see that the crowd's dispersed. Whereas Gaskia, you think it sounds like it's died down outside.
So the things I have to do are go and get money off of the bookies. And apart
Yeah,
from
I
that,
need to get my money too. Oh, that's
Yeah,
right.
I'll
That's
just
what I
go
wanted
ahead.
to do as well.
Yeah, I'm just gonna head that way now that the crowd's dispersed, and eventually catch up with the people who braved the crowd.
Okay. Gaskia, what are you doing?
I'll do what I said that I do before in the message that I've sent you.
Alright,
And
give us a second. I actually need to properly read that now then. Alright. How we're gonna do that of letting you? I would say that you can manage that for short bursts. So like you can change into whatever you want, but for like maybe 10 minutes, say. And then if you do that, then it goes to a random one after that. Is that okay with you?
yeah,
Okay, so
so
now go ahead.
yeah. Essentially, after I do that, I go and look for the bookie, and then
So I would say
right.
that you probably like open the door as Melissa and Jock are like passing by. So you can join up with them, and then we can do like the bookie part in a second for everyone. Well, everyone except for Nuru, who we'll cover next. So Nuru, you're taken into you know like the same sort of thing that you've seen before. You get taken away from like the nicer looking areas into the back areas, which are like the staff areas. You get taken down quite a few like flights of stairs, and it starts getting like colder and colder as you go down.
Mm-hmm.
and then you enter a room which looks a lot like in like the type of thing you see on TV. A lot of the like doorways that like little doorways which have slabs inside them. And he leads you over to one and has to get like a small step ladder out to reach the higher level. You said it was... And he's like looking at a clipboard that's hung up there. What was the name, sir?
The name of the deceased or my name?
Deceased, yes.
Potentially Concord Pax.
Oh, okay. And he starts flicking through. You would realise when you said that he never actually asked who you were, because of like all the chaos. When you asked, he just immediately took you where you wanted to go. And he's like,
very responsible.
yeah. He flicks through and he's like, could you describe him? Or do you know what happened potentially to the person you're checking on?
Well, I was told there was potentially, I think I was told there was potentially a burn victim.
Oh yes, that was a recent one, and he flicks
Yes.
through to like the...
Must have been a day ago or two.
Yeah, he like flicks through to like much further through the clip pad. Yes, Elvin, we thought?
Yeah.
It's like, he looks
My
up,
height, roughly.
number 7, right, and then he climbs down and he walks over, then he walks back and then pulls over the step ladder that he forgot. Climbs up and you see a hatchway with the number 7 on it, which he opens, and you can immediately see that there is a body inside as he starts pulling the slab out. And give me... What would the role for this be?
Maybe.
I'm just trying to think what... So... Medicine, investigation... Or as just those? I'll give you perception as well. So medicine, investigation, or perception. And whichever...
All three or?
One of. But like
Okay.
with advantage because you actually know the person. That's good. Yes. He is incredibly burnt, but like as much as you can't tell from say features and stuff, you can tell from build, from what you can see of like what's left of the clothing. It matches the type of thing that he had on. You can basically tell, yes, this was Concord. He definitely looks like he died in a burning building.
Specifically a burning building, not
Yes,
anything else.
with the 20, you can tell, yes, this does look like burning building.
He didn't just burn in the street. No. Building.
Well, you can sort of smell the wood.
It was
Yeah.
pine. Okay, I turn around to the was it the kobold? I think so. And
Yes.
just go like, yes, I can confirm this is Concord Pax.
And he starts
I
like
pres-
immediately quickly scribbling down the name because they obviously didn't have the name previously.
Yeah, I presume you don't. Do you transport bodies to their point of where they come from, as like to their hometowns? in some
Not
way
really.
or another?
I was about to ask. Do you want the body, or do you have any rights, or do you know who he belongs to?
I have only known him for like 5 days or so. Well, plus a month. That doesn't really count.
5 days and a month that doesn't count. That's the weirdest length of time to know a person for. 5 days and a month, but that doesn't count really.
Well, if you can't ask other people, it was... Oh no, was it 3 months?
Yeah,
How
it
much-
was
how
3
much time were we
months.
gone? Oh, okay.
But
3 months.
see,
that didn't
it's
count.
fair to be confused because what happened was quite confusing.
So yeah, the only thing I can tell you is that he hailed from Evermeet, I believe. But yeah, I personally probably am not going to go there anytime soon. So yeah, does he have any? Are there any personal effects
He picks up the
that survive the fire?
like he looks at it again. And I was like, not really. Well, if you didn't know, it was in. We're not really meant to talk about this because we're meant to have the town in order at all times. But it's a bit more of the rough area.
Of course.
It kind of looked like he'd been picked clean. There was some like small things on him, but like only stuff that wasn't worth anything.
Fair enough.
Sorry, sir.
No, it's fine. I'm sure some people will have an interesting time with whatever they found. Yeah, I do hope you will be able to apprehend the people responsible for this, but
Well, say no.
yeah, it's good to know.
This is the weird thing. We can't seem to find any trace of what caused the fire.
He was a wizard of some sort, so he might have been actually responsible for that.
Wait, do you know if he had a very good cutting thing? Because there was a lot of people that looked like they'd been cut in half in the room with this body.
I do believe he had some sort of wizardy thing with which he cut things. I don't know exactly what it was, but
I know this might come across rude, but do you think there's any chance that he might have actually been responsible?
It is definitely possible that his actions have incidentally led to the fire, but I do not believe that he set the fire on purpose.
Okay, and he scribbles that down. Okay, so you think there still might be a third party involved in some way?
Well, if you said it was in the shady areas of town, he might have been waylaid and defended himself and accidentally burnt the whole building down.
Okay,
So,
okay.
I don't know if there's a third party
scribbling
involved.
down.
Whoever took his items might have been either people of the original waylaying or just looters, I guess.
Oh, yes, that's a good point. All of his stuff was gone before the guards got there. Okay, thank you very much, sir. We're going to continue to look into this then.
Good lad.
Is there anything else I can help you with?
Not that I can think of right now. Have you had any reports of some weird radiant golden humanoid dragony thing outside of the city boundaries?
Oh, yes, the wonderful man that's sitting outside.
Yes, that one.
Yes, there's a lot of people holding like vigils and things out there with him. And a lot of people ran to him when the storm happened.
I was just curious, do you know where that being is right now?
You'd have to ask one of the others. I think he was at the East Gate, but I could be wrong.
That's fine.
I'm sorry, that's the best I can do.
No, it's fine. I mean, there has been chaos, and it's totally understandable that you're not on top of everything right now.
Yes, I imagine as much as you don't want to tempt fate, I think I'm probably going to be back down here a few times today.
Potentially. Okay, thank you very much for your service.
Do you need someone to show you the way out? I can happily take you if you'd like.
Oh, it should be fine.
Okay then, have a good day, sir. And he starts like putting everything back, and he takes the notebook over and like starts. There's like a little desk with loads of notes and stuff, and he starts cross-referencing things, and just immediately gets to work.
Okay. Yeah, I leave and try to get to the bookie area as well.
Cool. Why don't you... Let's have some fun to see how lost you get. I always struggle with this.
Me with my super smarts.
Let you give us a history with advantage. Let's see how well you can recall, like, the way... Oh, that's good. Yeah, you can basically find your way back to the main like... What did I call it? Like, the stands area. And from there, it has, like, lots of signs pointing to the arena, so you can, like, work your way backwards along them.
Mm-hmm.
So, we'll skip you for the moment as you're heading back. So, the first two people who set off, basically, none of the crowd seem to give a shit about bets or anything, because they're more interested in, oh my god, do I still have a house? So, like, once you get to the front area, if you, like, press up against a wall, hold on to, like, the static railings, you could basically not get dragged out and wait there. And after, like, a minute or two, everyone clears out. And you can see the bookie area, and it is just, like, empty now. So what would the two of you who went like to do? And
Is the staff on?
there is no one standing at like the actual like ticket areas, but there are staff in the area. It's like they haven't had a chance to reset up everything yet because of the chaos.
Did we get any winnings for actually just winning the fight, by the way?
Yes, a wish.
Yeah, way better than
Yeah.
money.
I mean, we bet the money, right? So we do still get that, right?
Yes, you get
Yeah.
the money that you bet.
All right.
It is like the
So
sort of thing where it's like the wishes they can basically generate for free, and if they don't reward with money, then it's incentivizing, well, if you want to win money, bet on yourself.
I bet
As
$50
many of you did.
Or bet on the other people and like throw the fight.
Ah, now that's
Two options.
interesting, because I did bring this up with another player. I was very surprised no one even suggested doing that, because there is rules in place against that. You can only bet on the challenger in the arena. So it's basically you bet on, like, I bet for them to win, or
so
you
you-
can't bet.
That doesn't
Yeah, but then that
actually work.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to get money from somewhere as well that they can give out to the winners.
Yeah.
You need to be able to
You
bet
literally
on both
need to
sides.
bet both ways, or it doesn't actually work as a betting.
Yeah, you're just like...
Like
Yeah.
logistically.
It's fine.
well, everyone else in the stadium can bet
Yeah.
against can bet who they like. It's just the contestants that are restricted, so it doesn't.
No,
really
no,
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
No. There's no... You bet on the challenger winning or not. Basically...
But
You bet on them...
Yeah, but
Wait,
if you,
But if you're betting
so
on
if you,
them not
you
winning...
could bet on
then
not
you're-
winning.
No.
so
Yeah.
wait, if you
Yeah.
bet on the challenger would be the monster we faced, basically the Hydra.
No,
in this situation.
you are the
So we're
challenger.
the
Okay.
challenger. But apparently you can bet on us not winning, and in that case you're just betting on the Hydra.
No, that's
Right?
not what I said. Basically, you can only bet on... I bet on the challenger. If they win, you get your prize. If they don't
Okay.
win, no one gets any money.
But
So they
Can-
basically
can-
get their
Uh,
money from
but
also-
average out in
Hydra?
total?
Yeah.
Or how...
They get their money from the fact that lots of people want to challenge to get a free wish. Lots of these people are idiots who don't win.
Get killed.
Well, you don't get killed because then no one would challenge. It's the fact that
Oh.
you can challenge and there's no risk of dying. So people are like, yeah, we can win tonight. And then a big group of people come and it's like, oh, a group of 20 people. Yeah, these commoners, they're going to beat whatever the challenge is tonight. Oh, wait, they've all been annihilated. Oh, well.
Okay, right.
With their 4 hit points.
Wait,
Powerful.
so, Melissa bet on us winning. How much would I get from that?
Whatever
depends
you
what you
bet,
bet.
double that.
We messaged you,
Yes.
didn't we? We all...
It's
aware of
somewhere in the chat.
no, I have a record for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us betting. So
Yeah,
I
Christian
I
bet
don't-
5, Joseph bet 50,
Yay.
Melissa bet 44, I bet 20 because it was all I
Yes,
had,
88 gold.
and 84 gold was bet by Gaskia.
So,
Did I not get that?
I mean,
You did not bet. You literally didn't bet.
Okay.
According to the results where we all had to put in how much we were betting, you didn't put in a bet.
which is why I specifically said that, because there's no way I was going to remember.
Oh shit, Lawrence! I just
I
realized.
have been
something.
looking for it since the start and like went past it and had to come backwards.
Scroll, 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 scroll.
What was that, Owen?
What if, hear me out, you bet more money than you can afford, and if we lose, you just like make a new character or something. Would that would
That's the greatest plan I've ever heard.
It's a strange...
Actual stock market plan.
Yeah,
I bet 1,000 gold.
but
on
we've
this
never
win.
came across a group
don't
that
have your
actively
1,000 gold.
sacrifices
Wait.
people.
what if we're like in the wilderness and we have no food and one of us is like, guys, I'm gonna kill my character, and then my new character will show up and you guys eat the body of my old character and we have food.
Right, we're
The
back to
survival
cannibalism.
Murderer. Next time. No, it's not cannibalism. You just
Wait.
force them to play as like a cow every single time with
I've
the
got it.
with the companion system.
The party is stuck at the bottom of a hole, and we keep making new characters, so eventually all of the dead bodies pile up inside the hole and we get out.
Yes, that is exactly how it works. It's not like every time there's a new
Well-
character, I've figured out the story of how they join. Nope. From
Another
now
person
on, they just
falls down
poof
the
into
hole.
existence.
No,
Teleports
they're all
behind.
just falling down the hole and dying.
Wow,
And
these
then
are
it's like,
unfortunate
anyway, he's a new
people.
character. Failed
Yeah.
to save, he dies too.
Eventually,
So people are
you get a
collecting
character
money.
that just walks over the hole full of corpses.
No, that's how you get over a pit trap. You just fill the pit with dead character.
Final
I
encounter
like
with
it.
the boss. We just launch
Just-
bodies at them.
Just appearing into existence is what happened with Lawrence's character in my games at Geek Retreat, where he would just emerge from a crowd having never appeared before because he would have 3 characters a session.
Oh my god, Graham, you should if we ever go back to doing that, absolutely at some point, if you think Lawrence is gonna die, you should just preemptively so while you're walking through the streets, you see a guy running around hitting his head against the wall or something. It's just Lawrence's future character.
Or just set up NPCs that are just like, yep, that's the one that will be Lawrence.
That's Lawrence. That's Lawrence right there.
Eventually, the character just starts hanging out with us before the characters even died, and we're like,
That's a bad precedent, though, because then it's a whole party
who
of
are you?
Lawrences.
You'll see in a moment. Dies. Looks at watch. Okay. Hey guys.
Okay, anyways, back to the story.
That was a bizarre conversation.
Since
So-
for some reason Luke has muted himself, I'm just gonna assume that he's like going up to someone to ask, and
So,
I would say that
I am still here. I am still here. I'm not like deafened. I'm just muted for background noise.
But I'm just saying, like, as you're approaching, I imagine since they were not too far behind the other three people, basically you emerge out into the big area as you're going to go and talk to someone.
Yeah. I don't need to talk to anyone anymore. I didn't bet anything.
Yeah, it's the you've been so busy to get there and then forgotten that you didn't actually make up a bet, and then it's like,
Yeah.
Oops.
Oops, I
Or
did
we can
it
just like
again.
go to the pub.
and Anthony, did you place a bet?
I
You were there
did.
first.
I did place a bet.
Tell the guys I'll
do
need
something
tomorrow at the
about
pub.
I approached the bookie and say, I bet 50 gold on the match that we'd win,
If-
and we won.
If
Give me my
I'm catching up as Luke's character, whose name I am Clarence. That's it, Clarence. So I was trying to remember in my head. It's like, I'm gonna meet you at the pub. I like hand him a beer that I've poured out of my endless tankard. Here you go. I think you're allowed to drink in the streets here.
Yeah. As long as you're not like causing a scene.
Thinks about Luke's campaign. Drunk in a bar?
Yeah, I'm just like, Clarence,
Okay.
here. Hand you some Dwarven ale.
I did now that I think about it, did Anthony actually
Okay,
mention
cool.
to the others
I'll just
that there is
kill
no
you guys and
tavern?
get drunk then.
Nope.
No,
I
you
haven't
never
mentioned
told
that
us.
yet.
Okay.
I'm going to be devastated.
Oh man,
I see.
can't wait to be so sad.
I see you handing him the ale and him run off, and as you catch up to him, just like, yeah, the tavern got destroyed.
Oh, the humanity.
Yep, completely destroyed, except for one spot where a kobold was lying.
Did
Oh,
all of
the kobold didn't
of the
get killed.
taverns get
No, the
destroyed?
kobold did not get killed.
Was-
It was almost if the storm
was like-
deliberately avoided it.
Sorry, taverns? Are there multiple taverns here? With like, was there just the one tavern in
Yeah,
this
there
entire?
was a
As you know, there was three.
There was three.
Well, there were three taverns. High end. There's a high end one and a low end one, and the middle tier one completely destroyed.
Are
the
all
high
three
end
of
was-
them
It's
like
the high-
tavern in
yeah.
combos?
The high end.
Yes.
Yeah. The high end.
I heard the
high-end
low end one burned down.
Yeah, that was a fake one. It was just full of traps. It was, yeah, you know. It's in the shady part of town. Almost all of the businesses there are just either there to scam you or mug you. Only a fool.
I'm
would
glad
go
we
there.
never went to the low end of. No one ever. Everyone avoided the low end of town after they were told to avoid that end of town.
Yeah. The
Only an
high-end
idiot.
Tavern, yeah, only an idiot would ever go there. The high end of town's probably okay. The
Well.
buildings are better constructed. They're more likely to have survived. They might not though.
Yeah, no one has actually looked outside yet. But so you're saying all this, and there's like you've walked up to the stand that's empty, and there's a kobold nearby talking to an elf, and they're like, sir, there's no one in there. Can we help you?
I'm looking for the bookie.
Oh yes, we're not quite set up yet. If you give me like a minute or two, I can go and grab the books.
Go.
Okay. And to make it also convenient, by the time he gets back, is when your final party member rejoins the group.
Ooh.
Tragic news.
is
Tavern's
that?
been destroyed.
Okay.
I think Jock's not taking it well.
Why does all the good things have to die in the world?
And yet the kobold lived.
Who cares about kobolds? No one. No sane person gives a shit about kobolds.
It's
He
almost
says
like,
in a room full of kobolds.
it's almost like this rule. It's almost like this world is ruled by a force that loves kobolds or something.
Yes, a dark, dark force.
So
I
this
don't believe in God.
this might just interest
No,
Jock
this
and
isn't
Melissa,
God. This
but
is like fate.
this might
Yep.
just interest Jock and Melissa, but it seems like Concord has, unfortunately,
Burned
Disease.
to death.
yeah, and
Oh, no.
from what the kobold said, probably somebody's running around with his weird energy sword stick thing.
Okay, no, that is a problem.
But yeah, I don't know if people can use it, so I don't know if that's a personal thing or if just anybody can make it appear. So if we hear anything about people or things being weirdly sliced, unnaturally sliced, then it might be that. In case somebody's interested in looking into that, I can't be bothered, but yeah.
Fits.
So there might be someone running around the town with a
Beam
laser
sword.
sword,
A save lighter.
beam
Yeah.
saber. Wait, no, that's Gundam.
Photon
Sure.
beam.
Laser sword.
That thing could set fire to things, right?
Yeah, sort of. It was
You
more
mean
like
his arcane sword of
burning,
force?
like a hot blade.
The arcane sword of burning force.
Okay.
So yeah, it seemed like he probably burnt the building down himself, so accidentally. I
Moron
presume.
then.
Maybe.
I mean, yeah, he went in the shady part of town. Who does that?
Yeah, like
Oh,
only
yeah.
only some sort of idiot who ignores all the warnings would probably do that.
Exactly.
So should we collect our money and leave?
Let's collect the money and leave.
Yep.
Yes, I've been standing here for the past minute. I did want to interrupt you.
Shut up.
If I could
Oh,
have...
our friend died, and you're using that to sass us?
Yes.
Good. Well done.
I want to punch him. I want to punch him in his stupid face.
I mean, technically, you're half employed by the same people right now. That's workplace harassment.
Wait, we are half employed by anybody?
No, Anthony is.
Oh.
Like, he's not actively employed, but he, like, has worked with them many times.
Oh yeah, right.
Oh yeah.
I forgot.
Sorry, I'm gonna while we're standing about waiting for this person to sort all of our gold, ask Melissa about cave dreams.
It's like the person's just standing there like, I asked for your names, and it's like, and then you just walk off and talk.
No, I'll provide my name and then I'll wait for him to get me the money. And
Wait a
while
minute.
he's getting the money.
I'm Anthony Adest. Give me.
Oh
money.
yeah, we know who you are, obviously, sir.
Melissa? Just Melissa?
Anyone else?
No,
I'm
Linda,
Jack-
Jock
Yeah.
Thompson.
That's one at a time, please. He points at the person who was sassing him, and who he sassed back. What was your name, sir? It's like at Jock.
Jock Thompson.
All right. Yes. And the two sirs over there, and he points at Nuru. I'm guessing you say your name.
Yep.
which they're like, oh, that's a mouthful.
Bleh.
Could you spell that?
I do.
With 2 dots. Oh, I've never seen that before. And you, sir, and he points at. I'm still learning Gaskia. Still learning his name.
Yeah, I say Gaskia. That's me.
Okay, give me 1 second to flick through the books, and I'll sort out any winnings that you might have. So yes, you can have your conversation as they're sorting this. So Cave Dreams? Jock?
Sorry?
Cave Dreams. Is it?
Yeah, I'm asking Melissa about cave dreams.
Yeah, it
You
was.
said something about cave dreams.
Yeah, it was really strange. It was in the mountains and all of that, and then there was a cave entrance, and I remember going through, and at the end there was a light, and then I talked with something. How much of the dream do I?
Oh, you actively, like, you remember all of it.
Yeah, and I talked to someone. They told me to find them or something. Have you ever had a dream like that?
Couple of times. Nothing quite so erratic as that, but I've had people be like begging me for help in my dreams. It's weird, like, please
Oh, does
don't
that
let
happen
something
often?
kill me. Save me. It's not often, but sometimes, weird things live out here. Usually it's a sign that something bigger is contacting you.
Ah.
Do you have any
What-
idea where that cave might be?
I'm not. Like, really, I was just going through the snow, and then I eventually reached the mountain range. I don't really recall anything particular. I mean, it's somewhere where there's snow.
So everywhere.
So
Mountain
we're
or
really
snow?
close. Yeah, so we're either
Andrew.
really close or nowhere near it whatsoever.
Sure.
On the map, I don't want to be like stereotype myself here. What would I know about mountains near here?
Oh, racist.
All right. Let's
I mean, there's the Throat of the World mountain range.
let's swap. Oh God, I didn't know you could actually move the maps. Let's move the player thing. Let's have a look at the full map.
Oh,
Okay.
Spine of the World, sorry.
You're here.
Sorry, Throat of the World is the mountain from Skyrim.
So if you're looking at the map, you see like the 3 circles that are like to the southwest. Like the 3 plain white areas on the map. They are what you would know to be the closest like mountain areas. Like not like huge mountain cliff giant things, but they're like the only things that are nearby.
What is that? Like the? I'm not sure. I'm seeing what we're
Like,
talking about on this map.
yeah.
I don't know. What's...
Yeah. And
Oh, these
here.
these are
Oh,
like
those circles.
Yes.
These are
Okay.
like hills.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks very hilly.
Sure, they're not really mountains, though, are they?
Like this seems
The
like a
mountains are all over
Yeah.
here, right?
Yeah, they're like the sheer mountains.
I hate those mountains.
I'm like, so how big would you say these mountains were?
Oh, we're gonna get trolled. It's gonna be this thing. It's like a bigger hill.
Andrew, how big would I say these mountains were?
You could see the top of them. It wasn't like like not being meta, but unlike the ones at the south that go up and above the clouds, this one you could very clearly see the top of it.
So
Well, like,
it's
We've
more likely to
narrowed
be
it
something down
down
here.
to any of the mountains, or like any of the hills around here. So it could be this, or
Yeah.
this, or this,
Yeah.
or
Also,
anywhere.
Also-
as Melissa knows it from the dream, like, I don't know if you're keeping this back or if you can't remember, it wasn't too far from the town in terms of how long the dream took you to get there.
Ah, okay then. Yeah, I'd mention that. Also, Jock, are you a metallic dragon?
I am not a metallic dragon.
Are you sure?
I am a dwarf.
I forgot about that part of the conversation.
I am a dwarf.
Hmm.
I'm
Why would you
pretty
ask
sure
that?
if I was a metallic dragon.
Are you racist?
I'm like looking at myself again.
Oh, you... Oh, God,
Well,
sorry.
Jock, are you racist?
No.
Oh. Oh. Then
What have I done to
um
give you the impression that I'm either a metallic dragon or racist, apart from making stereotypes of myself?
You've got a big fiery boom boom stick that shoots bits of fire.
You have some weird thing against owl bears? I don't know.
It took me leg. And I know I shot it first, but that made it personal.
You
Yeah.
shot it!
How dare it retaliate?
can I take a look at that? Like, do you still have that shard we found?
Yeah, I pick it up.
It's just
Can I
a
take
bit
a
of
look at
glass.
it?
I told you this before.
Sure. I hand it to you.
I examine it, Andrew.
Okay, so I guess you'd want to do like an Arcana check?
No. I rub my new headband for good luck.
Just looks like a bit of glass.
We've established this a million times. It's just glass.
Like, you don't sense anything magic from it at all.
I pass it around.
Let's just move on.
Andrew, I sent you a message.
Oh, sorry, the thing never flashed up.
No, I just literally just did it, just so you know.
Hand
Mm,
back out.
I mean,
Lucky trinket, please.
oh,
I use
Oh,
I
you
use it
need
to
it?
stab people. Yeah, I'm gonna use it to stab people. Great. I'm thinking of like fitting it like a bayonet on the front of my gun.
what about a knife?
I think this is cooler.
It is
Uh,
cooler.
Okay, and I hand it back.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. And I put it
Mhm.
back in like the belt in the sort of inside the boat. It just looks really cool.
It
I've
is.
never seen glass that looks like that could cut something.
Maybe it's
properly.
like weird church glass or something.
Mm-hmm. Added lead poisoning. I got you.
There we go.
Yeah. If you're getting messages in your dreams about something, maybe we should check it out.
Yeah,
that's
that's a good idea.
And if
Bit
it's one of these
superstitious.
places
Me.
theoretically to the south of here, it's kind of on, like, if you see anything that jogs your memory on the way, because we're having to head to a southerly town to go after your wolf anyway.
Concord also had something that he
Yeah,
wanted to investigate in the
fascinating.
southwest.
That is a good point. There are multiple things to the south.
Well, he's dead now.
Yeah, but there still could be something interesting.
I mean, what if there's something interesting, like, I don't know, killed him?
Well, he got killed by
I can't-
bandits / himself.
You don't know that exactly.
Well, that's the running
What if-
theory.
Yeah.
What if something that he was investigating, you know, orchestrated his death?
It's
I
potential.
don't know.
But-
He was.
but-
He did mention like a beeping in his head that was drawing him in that direction, I suppose.
Well, it could be drawing him into that trap or something. I don't want to go in that direction if I'm gonna get killed.
Well, we're gonna have to go in that direction anyway, because that's where our hunt is taking us.
Okay.
Do just for the wolf thing rather than for anything else. But
Yeah, if any weird mind stuff starts happening, I'm out.
Also, just to say, this is the first time you've mentioned the wolf thing to Anthony. And probably Gaskia as well.
okay, Anthony, Gaskier, up to date. Wolf thing, killing in multiple towns, has skipped this town. We think the next target will be to the south of us.
I hate wolves.
Melissa wants it dead, so we're gonna make it dead.
Good.
Yes.
Let's kill it.
Okay.
Yeah, let's kill
I'm
it.
up for killing wolves.
Sorry?
I'm up for killing wolves.
I think
Good.
it's just like one big wolf.
A very big wolf.
Melissa's still not entirely told us why she wants it murdered, but I don't ask questions when someone wants something murdered. That's just
Oh,
I'm no less inclined to kill this wolf, but sure.
I thought I told you.
No, I
Uh,
don't believe
you
you
didn't-
did.
you
Why
didn't
do you
give
want this wolf
specifics.
dead?
Oh,
I mean, it
well,
is killing a lot of things.
yeah, but it also killed some people I care about. So, I just want the fucking thing dead.
Do you
I'm now even more on board. Let's get revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge.
Oh yeah, revenge.
do you hunt things other than just like wolves?
Is that question to...
To Jock, yes.
I'll hunt anything that I'm being reimbursed for killing.
Good, good. I may have a job for you after this.
This trip's been really good for my like job prospects.
Yeah, your CV's gonna be great.
I'm like ancient owlbear, like I've killed a vampire, gonna kill this wolf, killed the Grinch.
The Grunch!
Sorry, we killed the Grinch.
And about 1,000 kobolds in that
Oh
shop.
yeah, that's
Kill-
what we're going.
I killed 2,562 kobolds.
You might not want to say that too loudly in here.
What are these kobolds gonna do? Look at me? Cower in fear?
Cry?
That's more effective. That hits me right in the heart.
Speaking of crying, should we talk to Strix?
Yeah, something is definitely
Or-
going on with that guy. He was
Should we just
found-
leave him to his misery?
I
I don't
found
mind
it-
either way.
He was totally immune to that storm. It seemed as if it was deliberately avoiding him. I know the other kobolds were like freaking out because he was talking in like old draconic.
So, I don't want to. I don't want to bring this up, to be honest. But you know how I said that I completely ignored some words that were being said to me. The one thing I did get out of it was a warning that that thing that's outside is gonna kill us all.
I mean, it seems
we-
pretty safe at the minute.
Yeah, I was getting some warnings that it was better to be avoided than to be gone near.
Okay, so
Where
we
did you get these
shouldn't
warnings
exit the
from?
south. So they said that they
This
probably
sounds
were
like a
sitting
lot of stupid
outside of the
things
east side
to
of
me.
the town. So maybe we should exit
Yeah.
to the south or something
That makes sense. That makes definite sense.
when we leave. I know Clarence was quite keen on leaving soon anyway, so
Yeah. Get on with our quest. Murder things that need killed. Murder them to death.
Murder, death, quest.
Yay, we're finally
Murder,
leaving
death,
this
quest.
wretched place.
well, not yet.
I'm kind. Yeah. First off, is that Buki back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Aw.
The money has been counted out into like a couple of small, like you can see different ranges of bags, and it's like if you're done.
He's been standing there the whole
Yeah,
time.
he's just been
listening
standing
to our story,
listening.
like, what
They
the fuck
are-
is wrong with these
They're a
people
very
killing
good
it?
accountant. It took them like a minute to sort it out, and then it was just like, well, don't want to interrupt.
Is the bookie human or kobold or what?
This is the elf that you saw the kobold speaking to.
Sure. It's fine. So it hasn't been the kobold that's been standing there listening to me talk about murdering 2,562 people.
No, that kobold ran off when the elf started getting back to work.
Okay.
I take the one that has an additional 50 gold for me.
Well, no, you don't. He hands you the correct bag for each of you.
Cool.
Sure.
Is it just double what we gave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Take
Well,
your
Mildly
take your
disappointing.
money. How dare
Okay.
you win?
Okay, off to go find where Clarence has went to at the higher grade pub, and then we will...
Well, I'm
Go to the
actually
south.
not in the best.
Well, we
shape.
also
I
have
did not get a good night's sleep.
we also have a lot more money to pick up because the Smith bet on all of us, and he said he would share some of that money with us, which he said was
Good.
quite significant.
Yeah.
Good point.
Good thing
So
someone
we should
remembered.
probably collect Clarence and head to that Smith because he said he would give it to everybody who showed up.
It's fine. Clarence is probably just having a mental breakdown over the fact that the tavern's gone. Fine.
Okay, then we head to the high grade tavern, I guess.
Okay, so
Well,
is this the
Follow
point
the people who can talk.
that everyone's going to exit out? Finally.
Hmm.
Okay, so while I've been having a nice scribble, let's swap the map back over to Brinshanda, and you can see what kind of effect the storm had on the city.
Oh my god, there are
Oh,
red
no.
X's everywhere!
Everywhere there's a
we were
red X,
crossed out.
that's destroyed buildings.
Which
That's
one is the
a-
good inn?
I never really decided where the good inn
You
was.
never put it like.
No,
in a
that
specific spot.
that's the smithy, which is
Yes.
suspiciously surrounded by buildings that have been destroyed. You might find out why as you get there. If I remember correctly, forgot I'm still on draw.
Oh my
That-
god, hundreds of
that
people died!
building.
Is the good inn still okay?
That's the good inn.
Oh, thank goodness.
Like, basically right on the market area. Whereas
And
where
we're
you can
here.
see where everyone's tokens are, that's where the middle class one was.
Time to head over to Good Inn.
So everyone exits and there's just rubble everywhere. The 2 rows of houses and buildings that were in front of this entrance are just smashed into the ground.
This was where we were before, right? Like that building.
Yes, that
This is
the
the Hall
big
of
building
Justice?
is where it leads
Okay.
down into the arena.
Yeah.
Hey, the secret entrance is okay.
That is true.
That's
I mean,
nice.
what secret entrance? That's not there. He totally should not have showed you that. So what
Okay,
what
so
does
we-
everyone do?
I stride in as if I own the place and look for Clarence.
I follow. And try and look as confident.
Has any alcohol been salvaged on all this destruction?
Salvaged in what way? Like the building you're in for the high class place
It's
is
fine. I know.
it's mostly intact. So like anything that was inside is still okay, if that's what you meant. Or do you mean from the old place?
I mean from the passing, when I'm passing the medium in.
No, that is just like smashed into the ground.
Why? I like the other one better anyway. So yeah, when I get there, I'll just be acting like normal, having a drink and a meal. Nothing meaty.
Okay,
Whatever
so
it
the
is,
others go in and you've gone ahead and you're already like, well, town's a bit fucked, best get a lovely meal. I'm okay.
Yeah, this is my last meal in this town.
I mean, you should never really say something's your last meal. That's never a good thing to say.
In this town. In this
Or
town,
ever.
because we're leaving. Right?
Like,
Right, guys?
looking at the sky, I meant because we're leaving, not because I'm gonna die. All of those vicious gods, stop sharpening your spears.
Well, we
And your
have
lightning
to-
bolt.
Yeah, stop
well, we
sharpening your
we
lightning
should
bolt.
Probably take at least a short rest before we go.
So,
And also, we have to collect some money from the blacksmith.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we came to pick you up.
okay, so, as an interesting thing, while everyone is, like, walking through the town, you notice that there's still quite a few, like, barrels and puddles that have, like, got the weird coloured liquid. So, basically it's like, you can walk through them if you want, or you can avoid them.
Oh, the shimmering multicolored one.
Yes, the weird stuff that was pooling from the rain. It's like,
1 second.
it's in puddles and it's like filled up barrels and things like that.
I will empty my water skin out and fill it with the weird stuff.
Okay, how are you doing that? Like, describe to me how you're doing that.
I'm just like going up to the biggest source of it and just sort of like dipping my hand in and just dragging my water skin along until it's full.
Yep, that's perfectly fine. Keep going. Keep talking. Where was that roll last week?
Oh my god.
Hey, that's perfectly fine. Keep talking.
The
I'll
high...
describe
higher
in a
level
moment
is
what everyone
typically
else
lower.
sees.
So when it's full, I'll bring it up and then stopper it and put it back in my bag.
And everything's fine. You turn around and the group's looking at you, like, with just shock on their face. Because everyone just saw a second head grow out of your head. Or rather, out of your neck.
Why are you seeing double?
Is that normal for Warforged?
Oh, I'm not sure if he is a
I mean, he's been
Warforged.
changing into different races all the time, so I
No,
guess
cur-
this is normal.
currently he's human.
To
For
be honest, this
another
is-
minute or so.
This is kind of
Oh, I
expected.
thought he was Gith.
He was, but he
Yeah.
changed himself back.
Well, now he seems to just be randomly mutating into different stuff, so to be honest, this is kind of normal for him. To just
The-
grow extra appendages.
No, this is new. This is new.
No, this is pretty much the norm for you.
No.
Yeah,
This is the first
totally the
time it's
same.
happened.
You're always lying.
I promise I've never had a second head grow out of my neck.
Bet that's what you say to all your new friends.
Who said we were friends?
You're right,
Aw.
acquaintances. Actually, even better. Like, just you could leave and we could never see you again.
That's...
Okay, see you later. I'll walk away.
Okay.
Wait.
Right. Now let's all get extra shares of the blacksmith's gold. Yay.
That's not how that works.
I don't walk away. I come back to the group.
Are
Now
you
we'll just
sure?
pay some schmuck like 5 gold to pretend to be Lawrence, so we can get his share.
To be fair, the way he changes his appearance, we could pay anybody to pretend he was Lawrence at the moment.
Exactly. And it would be fine.
Okay, so is everyone trying to avoid this liquid now?
Yes, for now.
Yeah, I don't want to grow a second head until I'm 6th level anyway.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
can everybody give me... Oh, what's a good... Let's
Rarity?
Dex savers?
sure. Let's have... let's just make it an acrobatics. Everyone give me an acrobatics with advantage. As you're like...
I don't care.
You're
Sorry.
already like bad enough.
Oh my god.
This is basically like you're walking along and you're about to step in a puddle and then you're like, oh, no, I'll jump, and you're jumping out of the way. Everyone rolled well. Every single person.
With advantage. Of
25 with my single leg.
With a...
Ironically, the other leg would actually help as you like, if you step in a puddle, you're like, ooh, thank God I didn't have another leg.
Oh
but this is
God.
pig leg change.
Oh.
Oh, yay! A friend to fall in the puddle with me.
Every single person rolled well.
I don't care. I'm just walking through all of the puddles.
Sure, I'll make you roll one more. Everyone who failed gets a roll as well. So, let's see. First Anthony, then Clarence, and then the idiot jumping. I'm singing in the rain.
I mean, hey, maybe this something good. Maybe we'll get something good like cool wings, or
An
our
extra
hands will
paw.
become natural weapons. That will be useful.
Fuck me.
My hands already are natural weapons.
Well, mine, but you know.
Let's start off. Oh boy, that one's a real doozy. Now, Anthony, how attached are you to your ears?
Not a question you want to hear.
Well, they're part of me, so pretty attached. Yeah.
Well, no, they're not. Well, not anymore, as your ears tear free from your head and scurry away.
Can I try to catch them?
I'm gonna try and go after my ears.
Okay, the two of you can try and go after the ears. We'll get to the other people's in a second. What kind of role would catching ears be?
Acrobatic.
Dex save?
Yeah, just
normal dex roll, I guess.
Straight dex for the two of you. Yeah, between the two of you, you each managed to catch an ear. They're trying to get away from you.
How? Do they have little arms and legs and stuff?
They have little skittery legs. So they're like insect ears.
Can I
Also,
hear things?
no, you are currently deafened, except your ears can hear. So you can hear what they can hear.
God,
I tell them to pay more attention to your appendages.
need to get this. I need to get these fixed.
So that's a good
Somehow.
start. Clarence, it's your go. What do you think you're going to get, Clarence? The worrying thing is, these three rolls are fairly close to each other, aren't they? 39. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. Oh, wait a minute. What did he got? 36. So that's in the same range. So the lion, this is really weird on the lion, and the currently human, two of your teeth turn into tusks.
That's fantastic. I'm a saber-tooth lion.
Wall lion?
Also,
I'm a saber-tooth lion.
just for Lawrence's information, both the tusks and the heads persist through transformations. They change to the correct race, but you still have two heads and tusks in both heads.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, actually, because it's more fun, one tusk grows from each head.
Yeah, that's fine.
Everyone else, do you, avoid the water? With your good rolls?
Yes.
Yes.
How do you affix ears to yourself that have become, like, alive?
Do you have earrings? Like, does your character have earrings?
I mean, no.
Because that would be really handy. So you could pierce your ears
And then make them
and
into a
then just
necklace.
like wear them as a necklace or something.
Oh, the necklace of ears!
Could, but I'd prefer to just have my ears back on.
Well, I feel like you're gonna have to consult someone on this.
Yeah.
is there anybody in town? I mean, there's some powerful wizards. Maybe one of them can help me with my ears.
Just have to ask the right person. And
For
with
now,
that,
I'm just gonna
everyone
hold my
makes
ears
it
in a-
relatively
hold my ears
safely
in
to
my
the tavern.
I cast Prestidigitation and just draw little ears where his ears would be.
I don't know if that's more or less depressing.
Don't. If you try that, I will punch you.
I'm pretty sure he said he tried it.
I punch you.
Yeah.
Does a 21 hit?
Yeah.
You take 3 damage as I punch you for trying to draw ears on me.
Does he stumble into a puddle?
Why are you trying to help Lawrence? Give me
Why
a dex save. You're meant to be on my side. Good
That's
God.
Neuro is on Neuro's side.
Ah, good, it's not in the 30 range. Sure. He falls in and nothing seems to happen till he stands up and you notice something behind him. And when he's like, well, I've not noticed anything. He starts walking towards the tavern and you see that he's grown a tail, which you can use as a whip.
Nice.
Whips are dex, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they're,
Right.
they're
Anyway.
finesse, so they can be either.
Yeah. Anyway,
He just walks into the tavern. All you hear from outside are screams. Oh my! Oh, what's demon? Demon!
I'm not a demon.
Actually, I imagine a lot of people have fallen into these puddles.
Well, yes, but they're still shocked at this two-headed man with the
Well,
tail.
2-headed
Oh,
tusk.
actually, you know what? In the exact moment you walk into the tavern, that's when I'm going to say the time runs out, so roll for your new race.
Okay.
As you walk through the door.
Wait, so... one
This
second,
could-
I have to-
this
If
could
he
go
becomes-
so
if he
badly.
if he becomes a race that has a tail, does he just get a really long tail?
No, he gets
Or a
two
second tail.
tails. He becomes
gets two
tails.
He becomes tail. If he becomes tails, can he fly like tails?
No, he cannot.
By spinning his tails around.
Yes, that makes sense.
because that's how
That's
biology
good.
works.
That's how
34.
tails work, didn't you know?
And what does 34 get you?
Shifter. So essentially people who can change into animals.
Okay.
Which shifter though?
What does this
Uh,
person look like?
1 second whilst I get a picture up.
Let's have a quick Google. I think they look a bit weird. So, while he's looking for the picture, what are the people who are currently outside of the tavern doing? Upon hearing the screams from inside.
Oh, the
Just
people are
drinking
screaming.
from a taggart.
They're screaming because of Lawrence.
Yeah, well, the screaming started as soon as he stepped through the door. Oh my
Do I
god,
know
it's
of
got two heads. Demon, demon.
Do I know of anybody in town who can remove curses?
Not personally. As you said before, you know that there's a lot of powerful spellcasters. You feel like you might be able to find someone.
Well,
I'm okay with my
first we'll
tusks.
do this blacksmith thing, but then immediately after I have to go and find somebody to put my ears back on.
Oh, but they're so fashionable.
That's in the dice roll again. I don't
Oh
know
my
why I
god,
keep-
Lawrence.
Have you thought like a jaunty headband?
Ooh, you look a tiny bit like Clarence. Ish. I mean, with the tusks and everything as well. Although two heads.
You look like... Oh, wow. He
I have
becomes
put it in
a
general as
lion
well.
person. Clarence, you've got a rival.
Clarence,
I'm not a
I've got a rival.
you see
Yeah,
this
no,
person walk
no.
in.
Race.
I'm
And
not
he
your
has
So
two
yeah,
tusks
person do
and
what?
he has one more head than you do.
You're in
No.
the posh tavern. You see a sort of lion-ish man walk through the door with 2 heads and tusks.
And tusks.
For a tusk for
and-
each head.
And a tail.
Ah, yes,
he walks
of
in
course.
behind me.
Does he look like he's the same race as me?
No. He looks
No.
similar, but it's more like he looks humanoid with lionish features. Rather than a lion man.
And this is no challenger.
I'm not trying to challenge you at all.
He is. He has more head than
That's
you
what they
do.
all say.
The crazy punchy person tried to punch me before. I don't like punching. I don't like challenging.
Question, with the 2 heads thing, is this like coming out in echo as he speaks from both sides, or is it one head speaking and the other head listening?
It's both heads speaking in unison, but one very slightly out of sync from the other.
That is what I hoped for.
One is a little bit slower than the other.
It's hurting our ears.
Whips have reach, right? So
Yes.
would my tail have reach?
Yes.
Okay.
It acts exactly as a whip would, except it's attached to your behind.
Okay.
I try to ignore the commotion and go up to Clarence and go like, we just wanted to pick you up to collect our money from the Smith guy who bet on us.
Oh, cool.
Thought you
yeah.
might want to join in, otherwise you won't get it. So because we can't
Yeah,
pick it up for
I'll
you.
come along for that. Yeah, I'll come along for that. Cool.
Are you sure you could just like not have your money?
Money
No,
that
I
we can
want
get
my
on
money.
some sleds and get out of here. To the south, not to the east.
Be right back.
Whilst this is going on, I take a swig of the stuff that I put in my water skin.
Give a man an inch, he'll take a mile.
You remember the demon echo, right? Right?
It's weird. It's so similar.
Yes, it is exactly Demonica, I imagine. Especially because we're having the exact same kind of effects. You know, 2 heads, I hate it.
Sadly,
Having 2 heads is
the
so
water
inconvenient.
has been sitting for a while. So you take a swig in the middle of the area. And your frame just becomes gauntly thin. You're like skeleton with skin over it.
He's a skeleton lying with 2 heads, tusks, and a tail.
I just go up to him and say, God, you're a pain for anybody's eyes, and I turn him invisible. I just cast invisibility on him.
No, wait, I've got invisibility. I can do it.
Why?
No,
Why?
I've done it already.
But I can still see him in my mind.
I've already cast it.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
I hope the smithy doesn't get like a heart attack when I have to drop it, because otherwise you won't get his money.
Has a heart attack. Oh, you don't know where he kept the money. So, what's everyone doing? Everyone is currently in the tavern. You
I
found
think we all head to the
Clarence.
smithy.
Yeah, I follow the people who are going to the smithy who are better at talking than I am.
Is everyone agreeing to this? I know that.
Yes.
I know that Luke's away at the moment, but I know that he was seeing who was coming along.
On the way to the smithy, I'd like to refill my water skin with the stuff.
You can
If there's any
Can I
left.
stab him?
yes. You can see that the sun is coming out and most of it's being evaporated now. This is the last time you're going to be able to touch this water if you're doing that.
Can I Can I
I'd
punch
like to
him
get
twice?
as
one
much as
quick head?
possible.
You can get one flask, that is all.
Okay.
I'm guessing you're not being careful.
No.
God, I hope his heads fall off. Don't think that's actually a roll, but I can hope.
I can hope that roll into existence.
Wow, that... Mwah! Mwah! Wonderful roll. Your arms and legs switch places.
But nobody sees it.
Okay.
You now have to crawl everywhere.
He's
Or you can't
invisible.
move.
Ah,
I start crawling towards the party.
Oh god!
basically,
This picture!
This is
Weirdly,
this is
him crawling is actually about as fast as I am.
I'm back.
Oh my god.
I mean, this is.
You didn't
this is
miss
changed into-
much!
Oh my god! I've realized that he's invisible.
What?
So this has changed from
happened?
like he suddenly went from making footprints in the ground to just suddenly like there's a big drag in the
Ugh.
snow.
We have created the
Pulling
most
himself
terrifying
along.
thing in the multiverse. So, basically, everyone's heading there. Yeah, that's fine. Of course, Lawrence is like, well, I want to fill up my flask. So I'm letting him do one more roll. Technically, he still does have the flask of it, but one more roll before the water magically all evaporates. And his arms and legs switch places, he now has to crawl or he can't move.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, wait, Andrew, did you just say the sun was rising?
No. Fuck off. Different kind of sun. Magical sun.
Yeah, a new somebody invented a sun.
Yes, someone the magical sun appears over the
I
town
knew somebody had.
to symbolise
Okay,
that
it's
it's
been cold
day.
evaporated.
Yes, it's all gone.
It's just been cold evaporated. Like, that's a thing that happens. You can, like, do that.
Yeah.
I loved that. I loved the sun is rising. It is.
Well, yes it is. You
Is it
just
really?
can't see it. Actually, I wonder if the,
Well,
the
actually,
thing
I-
blocks heat.
Andrew, we all know rules as written.
Oh.
The sun just doesn't rise in this area.
Let's not go into what the book actually says, because that's just stupidity. Anywho, you're all heading to the tavern. Not the
No,
tavern,
the
to
smithy.
the smithy. Once you get there, you can see it is just like... You can see scuffs on the outside, but the building is just like in almost immaculate condition.
He rises a bit in my respect.
You can actually
I-
see him outside, like, polishing up part of the building, because it is, like, made of metal.
Nice. Smart choice.
And he's just like, da, 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 just, like, singing away to himself in a world of his own.
I'd like to come up behind him and tap him on the shoulder.
Da, 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 da. Hello?
He's still invisible.
That's correct.
Tap him on the shoulder with your, like, feet hands or your hand feet.
Or your tail.
Oh my god. This
With my
must look so
tail.
creepy. Something taps him on the shoulder, he turns around and he just sees like a dragging motion through the snow.
Why do you
Ugh.
think there's a dragging motion? Crawling does not imply that you have to like drag through the snow. It's basically just that you're on all fours.
Yeah, I suppose.
So I know no one actually watches this series, but if there's one person who happens to watch this someday who knows how to draw, please draw this. Also,
Okay,
please
so
don't.
I
I-
tap him on the shoulder and I say, "Greetings."
I'll draw it right now. It's invisible at the moment, so it's fine.
Hello? He turns around and sees no one, but he does see, like, people he recognises walking towards him as well. He's like, he waves over at you and he's like, looking around suspiciously.
that wasn't me. That was a friend of ours or a compatriot of ours who has recently suffered a bit under the storms or the after storm influences. So he looks a bit weird and there was some commotion, so we turned him invisible.
Oh, he touched the water, you say?
He touched the water multiple
Yeah.
times. He drank the water multiple times. He was behaving very irresponsibly.
Yeah, I've
You
seen
know-
that, and he points over in the distance at, like, the person those who've been to the smithy before have seen him. It's like the assistant, and he's just like carrying a box of equipment, but his eyes are protruding out on stalks. He's like, yeah, I've seen the effect of that.
Okay, so you're used to that, and I drop invisibility on him.
Oh, gee, sweet Christ, go! Oh, fuck! Oh! He points at him again. He's like, I'm used to that! What in the... All that is holy... What is that? I've
Good
seen
question.
demons before that scared me less.
A malnourished lion person with 2 heads, a tusk on each head, and an extra tail.
Feed
And switched
me,
arms
master.
and legs.
Yeah, it's not like the switch. It's perfectly normal.
End me.
So
They,
we came
they
we came by
malnourished me.
to
Feed me, masters.
we came by to collect the winnings that you promised, and to ask if you have any idea who can make that go away.
He's like totally ignoring you and just staring at him. Money.
They-
Don't stare into the
He's
abyss
just like
too long,
slowly
eh?
backing away towards the entrance, like reaching along the wall, trying to find the door handle. He knows it's open because his assistant just went in, but he's like, where is it? And then he gets to the open doorway and falls in. Like, yeah, money, yeah, come in. He's just like staring at this monstrosity.
Alright, Bard, you first.
I go in.
I closely follow it.
How are you gonna play your instrument like this?
He's not a bard anymore.
I'm not a bard.
Oh yeah.
Although technically you don't know that.
That's true.
No, that's fair. Does he still have an instrument?
Yeah,
A
he
visible
still has
one?
his equipment.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, how are you gonna play your instrument now?
Toot toot.
Interestingly and probably bad.
No, can't
Hey.
be worse than before.
I know, right?
Ooh,
I
stinging
mean,
review.
Have you seen him now versus before? I think if any of us have learned anything today, it's things can always get worse.
Really?
Speaking
I mean-
of work,
Compare him to how he was this morning versus him to how he is right now.
I mean, you're getting paid, so that's a positive.
There's a definite improvement there.
I mean, yeah, gold I suppose has improved.
So yes, he's went inside and is waiting for anyone who wants to go in.
I will also go.
Yeah, we go in.
Every time a
Yeah.
person sees Lawrence's character, they scream. Including the smithy as Lawrence walks in and he sees him again, and it's like, it was so much worse than I remember.
Do you want me to turn him invisible again?
Oh, can
I
you
cast
please?
invisibility on myself.
Oh, thank
I
God.
can't-
Okay, so
Yeah, just wanted you to know that he's here, not that you are confused, but...
he looks
Yeah.
around. This is everyone. He like counts it out. He's like, yes, this was the party from the fight. I remember. I came
Yeah.
and watched. You did bloody well.
Thank you. It was over fairly quickly.
Aye, what a shit monster. So, does anyone recall how much I said I was giving you?
1,000
500.
I
platinum.
think it was 500 each, but...
Alright.
Yeah.
I was going to give you the right amount. I just wanted to see if you remembered. I hear a dickhead who wanted extra, and part of me wants to give him less, but no, I'm an honest man. And he goes and he gets like quite large sacks, and he puts them on the table in front of him. There you go. 500 each.
Do you, by any chance, have magical armor in stock?
It depends what you want. We have
Just
bits and
slightly
pieces.
Slightly improved studded leather.
We'd have to have a look. If you want to go through to the other room, we've got just like a bunch of miscellaneous things. Because we don't really make magic items, but we tend to buy some of the more random ones that people don't want anymore.
Is there a jeweler's in town?
A normal jeweler's? Aye.
Is there one that might have some magic items?
Probably not.
I'll peruse the items that he has in the other room.
If you...
Do you have... Sorry.
I was just going to say, if you give me an example of the type of things you're looking for, I can tell you if they might be in there while you're looking.
Oof. Well, technically, I'm just looking for the studded leather +1, but if he doesn't have that, I don't know. I'll have a look.
Does he have an amulet of health?
So, how long do you want to spend looking? Rather than doing a roll to see how well you do, like, how long are you going to search for? It's basically like, you know, when you see a person's garage just full of shit.
However long it takes him to come back with the ass.
Same.
I'll look for a wand.
He's like standing... So, going for yours, standing at the door, he sees you, pick up the wand, he's like, no, you don't want that, lad. Don't want it. Just put that back. Should really have thrown that away.
Oh my
god. Why? If you're going to throw it away, can I have it then?
Oh, well, no. I was being sarcastic, but it's... Well, it's not cursed. But I'm bloody sure it is. At
How
least
much do you want
5
for it?
people who owned it have died.
Died, you say?
Oh my god.
Well, it's quite about 450.
Is that for gold 50?
No, 450.
You just got 500 gold.
Here, take 450 gold.
All right. You all heard me. I did warn him.
Yeah, I think he has... I mean...
Look at him.
Remember what he looks like.
Well, technically nobody can just look at him right now. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I guess the bag of money just appears on the counter again.
For a little bit later. All right. Sure. That, I guess, helps me out. You find what looks like the right kind of armor. He's like, oh, you wanted that sort of thing. Oh, he's like, you know when someone's like adding stuff up in the head, that's probably going to range you more in like the 900 to 1,000. Maybe I might do it a bit cheaper as you've been a good customer, so say 850.
I don't have that much.
I can put it to one side if you think you might come back for it.
Yeah, if we're not back within the month, I guess.
Sure, I'll put it aside in the actual, my proper storeroom.
Does he have a ring of warmth, by any chance?
Let's have a look. What's the rarity of that?
Uncommon.
I'm just making sure that I get the right pricing stuff. You find a fair few rings. He doesn't really know which are which.
Okay, can I try to find out which are roughly rich or which would maybe roughly do what?
Sure, give me an Arcana check.
Sure.
you find a ring that looks like what you're looking for. Let's Google that picture again, because I know there is a picture of it. It has two foxes where a jewel would be. Arctic foxes, to be precise.
Oh. How much do you want for that?
Let's see, I like you, how about 100 gold? Fuck it.
Wow. Okay. I... You were going to take 20 for that bottle that I'd asked for, right?
Oh yes, what was it you wanted? You wanted making some kind of magic glass bottle or something?
Yeah, just a, like, sturdy, unlikely to break.
Aye, I did get some supplies in. You don't mind if it's made from, like, a bit holy water and stuff, do you? It won't affect it in any way. It's just, I needed a bit stronger water for the process.
Fair enough. How long would it, like, if you don't have it yet ready yet, how long would it take?
Oh, it's only a bit of glass blowing, like, half an hour to an hour if we work on it. Basically, once you're gone.
Yeah, I'll give him 130 for both of them.
Alright, brilliant. And he yells to his assistant, Go get the glass blower working. He's like, you see him like getting excited because he's not actually had the glass blower turned on in like probably months. And there was also someone looking for an amulet. Again, there's several amulets.
I try and see if I can determine which one is an amulet.
Why don't you give me an Arcana check?
Yay! So...
One.
good.
Yes! Oh my god, -1. You think you might have found the right one? There's a couple that you're looking at and it's like, yeah, one of these is definitely the right one.
Can a wizard person help me?
I'll walk over and have a look at this.
Somebody determine which amulet is the correct amulet.
I'll have a look at the amulet.
Sure, you can also roll me an Arcana.
I have no idea.
Is the disgusting creature rolling an Arcana?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, or at least you think you know, which is the one that he wants.
I pointed out to him.
Do you point at the correct one?
And I say it's that one. I pick it up and I say it's this one.
Which one are you picking up? The correct one or the wrong one?
The correct one.
Okay.
I take it.
That's probably going to cost you about... probably about the same as the armour. Although, it looks a bit scuffed. I'd give you that for about 600-700.
Can we do 600?
You know what? Just this once. I might, if it's alright with you, I might ask for a favour in the future. But for now, your lot have been good to me. You got me a fair chunk of coin. I'll give you it for 600 then.
Sure. At some point, if you want, you can find me and call in a favour.
I mean, I do know you, so I know you're good for it.
Yeah.
You'll definitely not be dying anytime soon.
Exactly.
So, that's fine.
Well, I've just got this for that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. What is it, by the way?
Makes me healthier.
Oh. Should have probably kept that for myself then. Getting on in years as I am.
Aw. Fit as a fiddle, though. I mean, look at you. Blacksmithing all day. I'll keep you in good shape.
Aye, true. What is everyone else doing? Are they just like counting out their money?
Pretty much.
Yes.
Jock's like got a big smile on his face. 1, 2, 3.
Man,
I have a loan I need to pay back. So yes.
Man, I now need to.
That's true. I forgot about that.
I now need.
I
to
have
earn
I have
a lot.
80 gold to pay back to the Hunters Guild.
I now need to earn a lot of money so I can pay
Um,
Jock to do a thing.
hmm.
Okay.
Do you have anything interesting worth 88 gold?
You have 500 more, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Plus 500?
Plus 80. And another 500. Well, 80. We've got he like points at a crate that's just like a couple of like bottles with stuff in and some loose things, and then he's like, "Oh yes, the 500. Well, just have a look around. What you looking for?"
Are there any magic items?
Yes, pretty much everything in this room is magic.
What's the rarity limit? Are we talking here?
Well, there's like I don't think there's any rarity limit. The limit
Okay,
is how much you
I'll
can
take a check
afford.
of many things, a ring of 3 wishes, an invisibility cloak.
Okay, that'll be
Portable tank.
6 million gold, please.
I give him the 6 million gold.
All right then. Here's your items.
Pulls out of his
I
magic
pick up the
thatch
deck
belt.
of many things. 5. I won 5 cards.
That's not how cost works. He doesn't
steal
have
the
the
deck of
he
one
doesn't
off
have
the
the deck
card.
of many things. He has lots of rare things,
Ah,
but it's basically a case of there's what you can afford is what you can
I'm
buy.
going to get a trouble from it.
Does he have a bag of holding?
He does have 2 bags.
How much does
How
he want
much
for
is
one?
it?
Oh my god. One is definitely a bag of devouring and the other is a bag of holding.
I don't know. You'd have to analyze them to see what they were.
I'll give you 100 for one.
Well, he says he has 2. How much does he want for one?
I'd have to have a... He looks at them and he's like, oh, actually, no, wait, I remember. One of these is the bad one. I can't remember which is which.
Does 14 help to find out which is which?
No. Looking at them, they look identical.
Does
I'll
he have a
Throw an
headband
item
of
into
intelligence?
each one and then try and get the item out with, like, I don't know.
does a 25 help?
You do notice a slight difference on one of them. Like, there's a face on the front of it, and on one of them, it's smiling. The other, it's more of a straight face.
Does he have a headband of intelligence?
Let's see. How many different kinds of headband are there? Oh, there's only 2.
It's I want the plus the one that makes you
Yeah.
it's 19.
No, there
Yeah,
aren't
I've
any
also
of
sent a link
those.
to something in a message.
There
There aren't
aren't.
any here.
No, there's no
Okay.
headbands.
I sent a link to you
Yeah,
in PM so night. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll point the faces
Potentially.
In what way?
Well, there are shelves of books. Many books.
Actually, now that I can read for more than 10 seconds, I think I'll check out the books. I go over to check the books.
There are many kinds of books. Like, there's a whole shelf just full of different kinds of books.
I just engulf myself into the world of books she's never really read before. Now with the new headband of intellect, she feels like a kid at the candy store, so she starts searching.
Give me an Arcana check to see what you know of what you find.
Let's see. A minute.
So that's a 9. No, you don't think you can find any... A lot of them are just like spell tomes and things like that.
Ah, right.
I do point the faces out to the shopkeeper and Nuru.
Oh, so... that's probably the bad one. So if you're wanting the good one, that'll be about 200, 300 gold?
I would like to get one, but you have
I'll
pointed
take
it
the-
out.
I'll take the bad one. How much would you take for the bad one?
Well, that one will be a lot more expensive. A lot more. In the region of about 20k.
How about a favour
I'm listening.
and 200 gold?
I mean, I need the favour right now. And it'd be
How-
something major.
You never
how
have to
about-
see him again.
No, I've got it. How about he terrifies your enemies by walking in front of them?
So what you're saying is I get to own him.
Yeah, that sounds about fair. You get a free
No.
slave, and
No.
you get that bag.
No.
I get a slave, and that slave gets the bag. That's an
Exactly.
awful
Sounds
deal.
fair.
No. How about... do you have any high-profile enemies?
Well,
I am willing
everyone
for
does.
you.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, lad. Looking at you,
Name your
I'd be
target.
surprised if you lasted to the end of the day. You look like you're about to die any second.
Name your target.
Look, lad, you can't afford it.
Man.
Did you say 200 or 250 or something?
It would probably be 250 because he
Okay.
said between 2 and 3.
Man,
Yeah.
if I had a bag of devouring, that's so overpowered.
Yes, but as I discovered
Yeah.
while talking to Luke recently, it's a very rare. Did not
Yeah.
realise that. I
Oh,
thought it
yeah,
was
the
exactly
devouring.
the same as a bag of holding.
No.
Well,
I ask him... So sorry.
depending on the rules, you're also not... Like, this whole shopping experience is also not necessarily a common thing. So I think the rarity is more like, how often do you stumble across it, and not how much money would the shop owner want, because to sell a item which is arguably worse than the one before.
Yeah,
that's
but he knows what you can do with the bad one. He means bad as in it's a bad bag.
Hmm.
It's great for killing people.
Yeah, exactly. But man,
He knows a lot
sneak
about
up on
magic.
some-
You can tell that it's a
time
lot
stop,
more
sneak up on
magic.
someone, the bag over their head and then run away. Hilarious.
That would be overpowered with your ability to stop time.
That would be overpowered as fuck.
So
that's
that's-
the only way. that
You
time
need to
stop is
save
good.
up 20,000.
Yeah, but I have other things to spend my money on that are more important to me as a character.
Fair.
How about I give you a water skin full of this weird Ica stuff?
He just like looks at the rest of the group in like, eh?
What do you
It's the
mean?
stuff it's the stuff that turned him into
No,
that.
no, he looks
abomination.
confused as if it's like, is he always like this?
Oh yeah, he's
we
always
have
like that.
only known him
He's
for
always
a day,
different.
so we don't know actually. That might be normal.
Look,
He
lad,
woke up this morning as a gift.
I'm a polite, nice man, but even I have me limits.
Hey,
Let's not try and buy things from this man who like we clearly can't afford.
Yes.
So is there
Uh,
anything else?
do you have anything that might help a person get stronger? Or anything like that? Anything? I'm looking for something to help out with that.
I mean, no, I don't think I've got anything that'll help for like the amount of money that you've got.
Ah. What can I get?
I mean, we've got these... I've seen these before. We've got these nice gauntlets. They'll make you strong.
Oh, what are they? I take a look.
They look like a pair of gauntlets.
Like, do I make an Arcana check, or are they just normal gauntlets?
You can, yeah, make an Arcana check. Anyone who wants to help also can.
Not if she doesn't ask for it.
Oh, I rolled down.
Were you asking for help? Or are you just wanting to do it by yourself?
Well, either way, I've pretty much failed.
I'll peek over her shoulder.
I'll peek somewhere.
You'll just look at it. You're just gonna look at it.
Yeah.
They
You're like,
look,
I'll peek somehow, approaches it and looks at the booth.
they look like strong gauntlets. They definitely are magical.
Yeah, I would guess that they make you strong, but I'm not sure if they make you stronger than you already are. 'Cause you are
Yes,
quite
this'll
tough.
help.
Wait, let me just...
No, they won't help you.
I'll take them.
Sure, alright. That'll be... 150?
Okay, I give him 150.
Alright, brilliant. Very, very
I
profitable.
put them
deal.
on.
Nothing,
put them on.
Nothing happens.
It's not working yet. How long does it take?
I don't
I'll
know.
buy them off
Some
you.
items, you have to attune to some items first.
Aye, the lad
Maybe
makes a
that's
good
what
point. So,
I glare at the gauntlets.
was there anything
Does he-
else?
Does he have nice studded leather armor? Not magical, but just nice.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of like the common stuff. I make
But,
that
like,
all the
really
time
good
for the
looking.
gods.
Really good looking. Like, not just like normal.
You're gonna have to be a bit more specific. What do you mean?
Like, just really well done, elegant,
Fashionable.
You mean you want
fashionable, but
fancy?
functional. Yes.
Aye, we got that. What happens is we have a lot of dignitaries come by, and they have like guards that they like, especially elves. They like having fancy armor. So
Does he
like, you
have
know,
studded
leaves
leather
and
that's-
stuff like that.
Yeah, does he have studded leather that's out of, like, white leather, or, like, just dyed white, or something, like, just really well done? I have to keep a theme here.
Not to hand. I mean, it wouldn't take me long to dye something. What's your plan for the group of yous? Are you going to be around for a while, or?
No.
No.
Not for very long.
Oh,
We've
well,
got business to attend to.
Maybe a couple... We might be here for another day, maybe just a few more hours.
well, the dyeing process takes about a day or so.
Does he have other just really good looking armor?
I mean, yeah, I've got it already. You can buy just the fancy stuff.
I'll
But,
just buy I'll buy the fanciest of the fancy stuff if I can afford it.
sure, that would be about 50 gold.
Okay.
Anything else, or can I get to work on this glass for you?
Yeah, that's fine.
And he looks at everyone else.
I continue focusing on the gauntlets.
Alright, if that's everything, he just like starts shuffling you out the door. I'll get to work then.
I'm gonna go and attune to my amulet.
And as we leave, I take a final swig from the water skin.
Sure you do.
He's still invisible unless you dropped it.
I love how you could have
as I
used that
drink
as an
a drop.
attack.
As I drink, I drop it. Invisibility.
Sure. Your eyes turn black and you get dark vision to 120 feet. So you have black voids where your eyes were.
Not bad.
That
Okay.
that adds to the aesthetic so well.
Yeah, he looks like he went to the Far Realm and came out in Eldritch Horror.
Yep.
If
Okay.
you could like control what outcome you have, that would be quite handy because there are some good things in there. But...
There are, but you can't
Yeah,
control
but
it.
there are also some bad things. I say, holding my ears in my pocket.
Okay, so you've got half an hour till that's done. Right now, just before we end, what is the plan going forward? Basically, we'll have a very quick roleplay of the next half hour of what is the plan you're going to stick
Yeah.
with.
Find somebody to reattach my ears.
Oh yeah.
Get sleds, head south.
Yeah.
Exit not through the eastern gate.
Yeah.
And you're planning to do this in that order. You're going to go find someone, then return for the jar, and then leave.
Yeah, and I'll have a look out for what I sent you a message over.
Okay. Just as long as we have, like, a set plan of that is what's going to happen. Because the conversation takes half an hour, you can go in, you can get your glass thing, that's all fine. And honestly, to be honest, how much money do you have, Anthony?
At the moment,
Yes.
0 gold, 0 silver, and 0 copper.
So you're not going to be able to afford to get fixed.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you can go, like, skipping over some of the stuff, you would go to, like, where all the kobolds are and you'd ask, and they'd be like, oh yeah, that's easy. About 100 gold and we can fix anything up. They'll especially look at the monstrosity next to them. 200 gold for that. That's going to take a lot of magic.
He has 100 gold to pay for his ears.
Oh,
I'll toss them 100 gold.
thank you. And then they start, like, weaving magic, and the ears jump out of your pocket, and then they start scuttling away as fast as they can, and then they just, like, vacuum suck back to your head.
Thank you. I pat the Eldritch Horror on its head, or I think its head is.
It was 120 feet, right?
What do you mean?
The
dark
dark
vision,
vision, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Right. Thank you.
Is there anything else before we end, as basically we can start next week with going into the sleds?
I've got nothing.
Yeah, I'm good.
I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, pretty much cute.
I would say that time takes about an hour for all of those things combined. So anyone who wanted to attune is. And Melissa, you attune and you know that it sets your strength to a certain limit. In layman's terms, it makes your strength 19.
Yes.
But if your strength is already above that, that cancels it out, so it doesn't reduce.
That's what I was hoping for.
Yeah. So you have an item that sets you to lower than your max if your max goes lower.
Yes. Now I am immune if anybody tries to reduce my strength.
Sure, that is true.
I'll give you 100 gold for them.
I mean, it's not the worst idea. Like, I can see the logic in it. Also, that means that Melissa currently has 2 of the set to 19 items. And Anthony has the other.
Which one is that?
The
The amulet.
Oh, the Constitution.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now that's the one I should have gotten.
Because that's what Anthony realized was his weakness when he got beaten by the lion. He wasn't conny enough. Couldn't take enough of a hit.
Not much of a con man.
Badum.
Yeah.
God.
So now he's gonna full on Bear Grylls it and adapt and overcome. And then he's gonna
Okay.
challenge the lion again.
So
Actually, one final thing. Can I check out what my wand is?
Oh, yes, you were tuned to it and you know it is the drum roll, please. Wand of Wonders!
I knew this was coming.
The cursed Wand of Wonders. That's not actually cursed. It's just that
You
everyone who's used it has ended up dead.
You even
Oh, well.
told me that it was going to
Except
be
for
a
everyone.
discounted price in a shop at some point.
Everyone.
And I show up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I dreaded this day. And
So
Lawrence has it.
tune
This
in
is
next
super-
time for Leaving Brynshanda of the Frostmaiden.
Finally!
Chaos Incorporated. Yay!
Okay, guys, I'll see you next time.
Alright, see you next time.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Next time,
Bye,
take
Trax.
care.
Bye
See ya.
bye.
I actually have to go now too.
Okie dokie.
I'll catch you later.
Bye.
See you
Bye.
later. Jock's so
Wow.
happy he's got alcohol and money. I like how you never brought up that you're going to pay the debt off though.
I literally said I was going to pay the debt off.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, but you never actually said that's what I'm going to do. You said you needed
No, I
to.
said No, I did say it was what I was going to do before all that stuff was happening.
Oh, well, you should have brought that up. Fine, yeah, that can be in the time, that's fine.
There's ages to do it. I'm not...
I mean,
Right.
yeah, there's no rush. I just thought you wanted to enjoy your money a bit longer.
No. Jock is very responsible with his paying his debts.
And Jock's like, I could have bought more bullets.
I could have bought more bullets.
How many bullets do you have?
50?
Oh.
You could have
I
got
mean, you're
another
fine.
50. I
That's
think.
fine, right? 50 bullets is like fine.
Yeah,
That's-
it's not
That's probably
terrible.
more than he's ever gonna need.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
I
look,
mean, I now get to attack 3 times, so it's not really more than I'll ever need.
true.
I mean, you'll probably... Yeah, it's probably fine.
Then again, look at how many combats there were in this session.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, technically there was at least one that Josh technically.
I mean, you got pushed over. That counts as combat.
Combat occurred. Lawrence got pushed.
You got a tail, so, you know, all good.
Man,
Why?
that's...